details on how our football season is going to look. It's still developing as far as practice schedules, things like that. But what I'm going to share with you today, I think is going to give you information that you've been wanting and have a good idea what to expect going into next week. So again, this is the coaching staff. I just put it one more time, but I did outline this specifically on what coaches can coach what. Myself, along with Coach Annalise and Coach Barrientes, will be coaching 7th grade football. I will be coaching quarterbacks, running backs, and defensive line. Coach Annalise will be coaching offensive line and linebackers, and he'll be calling the defense for 7th grade. I'll be calling the offense. Coach Barrientes will work with the receivers and the secondary on defense, and he's also going to help with some of the call play duties as well. Coach Kraft will be coaching 8th grade. He's going to be like my lead football coach for 8th grade. So if you have questions and concerns about 8th grade, when I ask you to direct them to him first before you direct them to me. 7th grade, obviously you can come to me. Coach Kraft will coach wide receivers, secondary. Coach B, he's not here. He'll be working with quarterbacks, running backs, and D-line. And then Coach Moniz, he will be coaching the O-line as well as the linebackers. We do have a hand in other positions. I will work with quarterbacks and receivers. Coach Annalise will work with running backs and the O-line at times. But specifically, those are the sport-specific skills coach. And again, the emails are on there for you. So here are some general game information. Okay, this is just general game day information. Number one, games are not tackles. Okay? I think there's a lot of positives with that. Number one, the heat. We don't have to worry about the heat anymore. It is very tough on the boys, especially 7th grade, because they practice all morning and then they got to go play the game in the afternoon. Something that they're not accustomed to. So now it's going to be in the morning for everyone. Another benefit to that, I don't have to really rush. We did have to rush at times to pull the kids out, 7th grade especially, when they're playing away, and we travel a good ways. We have to travel to Strauss, we are going to travel to Bernal, and we are going to travel to Luna. And those schools are pretty far, and we had to rush during the week. Now we don't have to worry about that. Traffic shouldn't be as bad. The only thing is having to get them up and ready to go. The first game, the 18 will start at 9 a.m. It starts at 9 a.m. Parents, I can't give you an exact time on when it's going to end. I can tell you this, the games typically last an hour, 15, 20 minutes. It depends on the ref, there's a lot of factors, a lot of scoring, but typically that's how long it lasts. The B team game will follow immediately. Usually they ask the coaches, how much time do you want to warm up? By that time, the 18 lasts an hour and a half. I'll say, give me 2 minutes, you're ready to go. So the B team game will follow after that. The district determines the rules and regulations also per the UIL, and we're governed by the UIL in the state of Texas. So they decided that, give you an idea, Garcia typically average 90 plus players. So with that, it's like a 60 to 40 ratio. We put 40 on the A team, 60 on the B team, just determining how many we get. It's not going to be we'll only keep 20 on the A and 60, 70 on the B. We're not going to do that. We're not going to be able to get all those kids in with enough playing time on that B team. So we try to divide it as best as we can. The A team typically is a little bit more of a competitive game. But we want to make sure that if they're on that A team, they're ready for that, protect themselves on that skill level. Are you listening? All athletes in the A team will play. So we put them on the A team, they will play. If they're on the B team, they will play. We can't bounce back and forth from game to game. So they say they're going to play in the A game, they will play in the A game. The quarters will be 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and it won't be a running clock. Good thing is again too, when the games were during the week, as we get closer to October and the daylight savings, we will start losing daylight. And And so we're having to speed up the B game, and that's hard when we have 50 plus players. We don't worry about that anymore. We're not going to have anything to run it on. We issue all the equipment and uniforms. The only thing that they're going to need to purchase that's required is the athletic uniform. You know, they will typically wear that underneath the shirt and shorts. Other than that, we provide everything. If they want to wear their own helmet and shoulder pads, they can do that. The helmet has to be white with a gray face mask, shoulder pads to make sure they cover, the proper shoulders of their arm. We're going to check them, and a waiver needs to be turned in. Many of you guys have already done that. If you want that for your son. But we give them everything. We'll give them helmet, jersey, pads, pants, game day. We will give them their game day jersey. This year, 8th grade has brand new jerseys, and they are sweet. They are nice. They are fitted a little bit better. They're reversible. So we have the home activated jersey in one. One side it says Barrientes, the other side it says Garcia. I'm sorry, I should have showed you a picture of that. I think about that. Excuse me. But they are nice. And as far as I know, I'm going to double check, but I think this year, both 7th and 8th grade are going to get to have decals on their helmets. And it's going to say Gladiators. In the past, it was just 8th grade. They had opened it up, I believe, to 7th and 8th grade now this year. Let's see. Playing time, of course, is the coach's discretion and player earn. They need to be there every day. They need to be there, they need to work hard. We're going to do the best we can to get everybody in, give them a lot of playing time and equal. We have the system, there's a lot of players. They're not going to get as many reps as they probably would if it was a smaller team. But we're going to do everything we can to make sure that everybody gets those reps and gets in. Now this is, again, still some game info. Report times on Saturdays will vary based on the location. Obviously, if they're playing away, they're going to have to report a little earlier. If they're playing at home, it's not as early. We have for away games 7:30. We think they can get ready in 30 minutes, and we want to leave by 8 o'clock. So we can get to our site by 8:20, 8:30. That gives us a good 30 plus minutes to warm up and get ready. They don't need more than that. So 7:30, they need to be in that locker room getting ready to go. For home games, the report time will be about 7:50 because we need to get the field ready. Everybody here, so we're going to get dressed. We're going to take some out probably a little early. If they're dressed, and get the field ready and set. Because during the week, we would set it up during the first period. We got to worry about it. Now we got to get here in the morning and get out there and make sure it's ready to go. Drop off and pick up will be in the back bus loop. Okay, so the back bus loop is over here. You'll pass the main entrance and turn right onto All Heights. And then you're going to come into the bus loop. You're going to come around, and then there's gates that will have open. They're going to come through the gates. And they're going to enter past the courtyard into these doors right outside. They'll come in here, we'll have it open, and they'll go into the locker and get ready. We will bus players to and from a game. This is new to us again, we're not sure how this is going to go, but the standard is we take them and we bring them back. We want the A team to stay and cheer on the B teams like they did for the A team. That's what they do in high school. That's what they tell us we want to do in middle school. We understand things are going to happen. They might have, being on Saturday, they might have a tournament they got to play for baseball or basketball and things like that. That's okay. We don't ever want to not tell you to do that. But you have to let us know. You have to let me know in advance. Email, I need to take him because he has, a basketball game at 2 o'clock. And it's in Converse. So as long as we know, at least we'll have that written, and that he's going to go for the game, and they're going to take the equipment and all that with them. That's the thing. They're going to have all the equipment and stuff with them. Okay. We will send a sports team message when we're already back from the game. So if for some reason you can't attend the game, you have an idea when we're going to come back. Going to a breakfast or a birthday party, anything like that, that's not the best of experience. want them to stay there with their teammates to cheer on for that B game, and we come back after that. All right, so practice information now. Practice will begin on the second day of school. Tuesday, August the 12th, both grade levels. For now, we're going to practice in the AM for at least the first 2 weeks. That's 8th grade. 7th grade is always going to be in the morning. That's never going to change. 8th grade may change to the afternoon. We're going to evaluate. I get alerts. The district has been set up to get alerts on the heat. And I've been getting alerts every day stating we're not supposed to practice for more than 1 hour and no equipment. So we're not going to get anything done now. We're going to lose out on practice time with the 8th graders. So that's why we have determined that we're going to do at least the first 2 weeks of the morning. And it's going to be tough because now I'm not going to have all 6 coaches working with one grade level. We're going to have grade and we're going to have to use both fields and spread out, but we'll make the most of it. We did it last year. And I'm sure you know, we're expecting 100 degree temperatures the rest of this week and the next week. It's not going to cool off anytime soon. 8th grade is going to report at 6:10 a.m. 6:10 a.m. they have to be here. And they're going to come in on this side, the football field side. So parents are going to drop off right here. We're going to have the gate open. They're going to come in these doors. They're going to go to the locker. They're going to get dressed. 7th grade report time is about 6:20. They will be in the bus loop. Okay, they're going to be in the bus loop. So that way we don't have too many cars. Plus, we have to remember volleyball is going to start their tryouts, and they're going to have 80 plus. I'm sure they're going to be in the bus loop. They'll be back the first couple days of the tryouts until they get their team. But they will be in the bus loop. They're going to come to the gates, come to the doors of the courtyard. They'll come in, and they're going to wait in this outside area until we tell them to go in. Because with all the 8th grade in there, it's going to be quite a bit. We're going to stagger them in there. 8th grade will begin getting dressed, or some are going to wait for instructions to come in. I didn't mention this. 8th grade will report on the football field side, and I mentioned that, and we're going to the door that said that, bus loop, and we're going to get this. And then we'll make a decision when we're going to go to afternoon practices after the 2 weeks. Please, 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 do not forget to bring your school clothes. We have, in the past, athletes will come in their shirt and shorts or athletic stuff, and they forgot their school clothes. And then they're going to have to call you, they're going to have to wait in the office. The athletic uniform is not allowed to be worn during school. It's a hygiene thing. We don't want it for athletics, we want them to change, and practice good have their personal hygiene. So please, parents, remember to pack their clothes, their regular school clothes. The first couple of practices, the first week we're going to be just in helmet, t-shirt, and shorts. And then it's a progression. We do that about 2-3 days, and then we're going to put on shoulder pads only, with the jersey, getting them used to that, no contact still, and then eventually we're going to go full pads. Full pads, helmet, pants, and then it's go time. It's go time, and that might be Friday the first week, or Monday the next week. Again, in-season gathering expectations, attend practice, and schedule meetings on time. Communicate. There's that word again. Please communicate with us if something happened or they can't make it, whatever the case may be. 3 NSP's absences will result in a 1-game suspension, and they don't show up, they can't play. They're not going to know what to do. They're not here. They're not going to be able to play. We don't want to not play. If they miss numerous days because they got late, they couldn't make it, or just forgot, didn't know they had practice. That's not a good excuse. D-Hall, ISS, off-school suspension, due to social media, whatever, those can result in playing time being taken away. Respect the discipline management from the administrators, teachers, and coaches conduct themselves as leaders on campus. I hate for them to practice hard every day, and they do what we ask them here, but they're disrespectful in the classroom. They horseplay too much in the cafeteria. Dr. Lopez is very strict about that. You 8th graders are going to see that. He has 8th grade lunch duty, and he's very strict about a lot of things. You're there to have to enjoy your lunch and socialize, but he wants what he wants in there. I think it's great for the school and keeps everything orderly in that cafeteria. Again, they're going to be involved in multiple activities, band, orchestra, 91 cross country. don't know how that's going to go because the cross country are the same day of the games. If they are interested in running cross country and playing football, come talk to me after. We'll see what we can do. But they have to communicate with us, let us know. If tutoring is needed, please do not plan to attend during the practice times. They have all after school the first 2 weeks, and hopefully I don't know too much charts, but there's a time that they can go. I'll tell you this, parents, for 7th graders, they're going to practice into first period. And then during first period, they're not going to be with the off-season boys. They're going to get dressed, they're going to shower, get dressed. If they want to shower, get dressed, they're going to go to the cafeteria. And during the first period, they're going to stay there. They'll be able to eat breakfast, and they're going to have a study. Plenty of opportunity to get work done, whatever they need. They won't be able to go visit the teachers, but at least they're going to have that time to work on stuff. They won't be here with the off season because they would have done their work out already. If they ever miss a practice, alarm didn't go off, they can't go to the cafeteria with the football team if they miss it. No, they will come to off season. They'll come to off season and they'll get the workout done. Trust me, we see that. We take roll. We're like, where's so-and-so? Oh, he's not here. We ask him, he's in the cafeteria. Yeah, he didn't go to practice. But he's in the cafeteria first period eating, not doing anything else. No, they miss practice, but they come to school, they'll be here during the period. 8th grade, we're going to let them go plenty of time to get ready to go to the cafeteria and eat before school starts. School starts like 5 minutes later this time. The bell doesn't ring at 8:30, it's at 8:35. 5 minutes can make the difference, and we're grateful for that. So they'll get to have breakfast, they'll go to first period, they'll have maybe just walkthroughs during the 8th period for the first 2 weeks of practice, and then they'll get to go home. And then once we transition to after school, they will start practice during the 8th period into after school. Okay? Again, these are your role expectations. We're not going to go over all these again. They're very similar to what I talked about in the general athletic meeting. As I did put there again, remember, parent spectators can be ejected, removed from the contest without warning. Okay? Or is that we never have that in person? We never have it. There are some other schools, though, yes. We have a transfer from here, but risk. Boy, they get intense over there. They get intense, parents get heated. I've seen it. Bristol's one, Strauss maybe, but we've always been great here at Garcia. Never had to worry about that. Picture day. Picture day will be September the 2nd. Yes, that is after the Labor Day holiday. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can do. The first 3 weeks of school, we're getting ready. We don't really know what number they're going to be yet. We might move them around 2-3 times, from a lineman to a running back to a wide receiver. So their number may change. We're hoping after that 3rd week, we are going to know where they're going to be and what number they're going to have. We will have another scrimmage by then. And then September 2nd is the day after Labor Day. That's the picture. It's going to be super early. They're going to have to report early. We're going to do 7th and 8th grade in the morning. Okay? This is the order form. So if you are interested, you can scan that. Again, I'm going to send this to you if you want to order. Register ahead of time. Our photographer is fantastic. He's always ready to go. Pictures look amazing. And the best thing is, I'm going to worry about it. He don't send me money. He doesn't send me the pictures. He emails them to you. And he does make those. So if you can't make that day, you'll have to sign up for a makeup. And it'll be on the website when you get all that information. Okay? These are going to be the game day shirts. I say game day, but these are going to be our football shirts. Excuse me. The past 2 years, I have done a pre-order, which means they're giving you a paper, you have to order it. And I do that this year. They will be here Tuesday. They will be here Tuesday, and I have ordered a ton. So I am hoping, there's a lot of parents, so I'm hoping you're going to buy it. It's a little different design. We love it. We love it. $20. I'm not making any money off of this at all. I think it costs me like 19 something to make because it's that gray, different color. We think it's great. They will be here Tuesday next week. And I didn't put this up here as well, but I did order caps. They're like golf caps, they're going to be black with like a tucker in the back, and it has that rope across. It's going to say Gladiators. Now we're about 40 to 50 of those. Those will be in on Tuesday. If you're like us, we love wearing caps. We'll have those available for purchase if you like. We are going to have our family night. If you are returning anywhere, you remember that night. It was great. It's packed. It's just an opportunity for you to spend the evening with your son. You're going to get to put the decals on their helmets. You're going to get to go into their locker and decorate their locker. I will give you instruction on how to get that done because I don't want you in there forever. And 1 year, I didn't give any instructions, and parent came with all that stuff and brought it off. I was in there for like an hour. Oh my God. It's got to basically be made. It's got to be pre-made and upholstered. I'm going to send the dimensions and all that. We weren't sure about where to do food. It was hectic. We weren't sure if the district was going to allow that, but we think they are. We might go to something simpler this year, or just sweets. Donate some sweets, donuts, cookies, and all that to make it easy because, again, the 8th grade attorney, you know what it was like. We had sandwiches, we had Chick-fil-A, and it just gets bombarded. Everybody just wants to get that. So we're going to try to figure it out. Meaning, I'm going to need help. I'm going to need parent help, volunteer, tell me to organize that. We would like goodie bags, at least for the kids as well. And we do this with girls, volleyball, we do it with cross country. But you can see, the decorated poster, we're going to have backdrops. This Barrientes here, he helped us last year. He did our backdrop for football. He can help us out with that again. It's just a night for you and your son. We'll talk a little bit, Dr. Lopez will talk, the rest is for you. Okay? And that's it. And we're done. Basketball Win Championship.